I'm just left speechless. I'm like, am I doing something? Like, do I have panties on my head? Like, hi guys, it's Chick and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Sarah, aka Chick, and this is my channel. By the title of this video, you would see exactly what I'm talking about. Ignore the setup. I am currently trying to work on something. I've said this in like so many videos, but this is what it is for now. So let's just ignore that and let's focus on the subject matter. Based on the title of today's video, you would have noticed that I'm talking about breastfeeding in public. There y'all, I said it. And how fitting is it? Because I'm currently breastfeeding my baby at the moment. She always want to eat, okay? Recently, I was out grocery shopping with my family and the baby when I got the dreaded dirty looks and the stares for breastfeeding in public. Y'all, this is not the first baby that I've had. I've had 3 other kids prior to her, and I've breastfed them all and for an extensive amount of time, but I don't recall getting as much flock as I did now, or maybe back then I was young, naive, and I just didn't notice and care. However, this time around, it feels like it's just different because I'm noticing it. Maybe it's because I already get a lot of stares given that my kids are double generation and I've got kids that are older, 14, 12, and 10, and now I've got a newborn. Maybe it's because I have a multicultural family. So there are different reasons over the years that I get a lot more stares. However, this time around, I am much more aware of the eyes. All the eyes that are just zooming in at me, especially when I'm out breastfeeding my baby in public. Because obviously I've been breastfeeding her since she was born and she's going on 9 months. However, the first portion I was using those nursing cover-ups, which are cute and they're cool, but then my baby does not like to be covered up. Sometimes, she doesn't want to be covered up. I guess it's like some of them are really hot underneath. They're suffocating. Some, she just doesn't enjoy it. So I kind of graduated from the cover up. I tossed it to the side and I ended up using the receiving blanket, and I started just kind of hanging it by and kind of using it to kind of gently cover up, the boob area a little bit. The nursing blankets thing just didn't work out. And so that's what I've resorted to. However, even with this done in public, people be giving you the side eye and looking at you real harsh, like breastfeeding is not okay. Like, honestly, why when you're in public, why do people have to act so weird? I mean, I could go full out and I don't. Mind you, I do have, I'm very full in this area. And so I feel if I were to go without covering, I would be bringing a lot of attention to myself. So I avoid doing that at all costs. However, what I found is even with using a simple receiving blanket, people are looking at you. And the funny part is it's not really men that are looking at you strangely. It's other women. Why are other women bashing women who breastfeed in public? Like, our babies need to eat wherever the heck we are. They need to eat at home. They need to eat at church. They need to eat at the mall. And what is the big deal? Like, why do they make such a big deal out of it? And like I said, I am not that mom that pulls out my boob completely in public. And I'm not going to bash the mom that does that. I mean, I feel like to each their own. If you feel comfortable doing that, that's you. But it's not necessarily me. I'm not going to bash you for it because babies need to eat. If you go to certain remote places in the world where it's, people are like half naked all the time and people are nursing their babies all the time. And these things aren't taken, they're not taken in any, they're just not taken in any way out of the context. It's just understood that it's just breastfeeding. But because we're in North America and our over-sexualized society, we are then left to feel like every little thing, including breastfeeding, is wrong. And you got women just walking by, give you the side eye. So the other day I was in the store, just, I'm not going to mention what store it was in because, well, actually, you know what? I'm just going to straight up, I'm going to say it. I was in Costco, and obviously in these areas, I mean, there are lots of stores that really just don't have an area for mommies and babies. Actually, most stores don't, which is kind of sad in a sense, but oh well. So she was cranky. She wanted to be fed, and I had to just find a seat. Luckily, they had aisles where they sold chairs, and so I just found myself this aisle, sat myself down, and just threw my receiving blanket over me and fed my baby. So while I was nursing her there, you got people walking up and down the aisle, and 99% of the people were kind, but there are a few females, yes, women, and I find it to be women like that are in their either late 40s and 50s that are doing the most with their eyes. They just be rolling them around in the top of their head like a bunch of marbles, and I'm just left speechless. I'm like, am I doing something? Like, do I have panties on my head? Like, what is it that I'm doing that's wrong at the moment that's catching your eye as to why you're staring at me in that way? That's how they stare at me, and it becomes strange. I know my family's not always the norm. Sometimes I get different looks for different things. It's like, okay, you're a multiracial family, that you get the look as in, oh, you've got different, there are different kids. Then I'm also a double generational family. So it's like, oh, I've got kids that are I've got a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and now a baby. So then I've got people questioning like, is he the father of all those kids? Because, you've got some big ones and now you got some small ones, and they often think that's generally when that happens, it's like an automatic divorce, or she got knocked up by this, whomever. People just love to just sway with it. And so I just didn't, I didn't think I had to, like, I don't know, people, their minds just go wherever they want to go. But in this case, I wasn't doing nothing. All I was simply doing was breastfeeding my baby in public. It wasn't that serious. She was hungry, and honestly, these sessions be going mad fast. They'd go by really fast because she is now 8 months, so she is an efficient feeder, guys. She breastfeeds pretty quickly. She's done eating in like 5 to 10 minutes, depending on if she's horsing around. And I just can't, it's not that serious. If I'm okay doing it and I'm covered up, why is it any of your concern still? Can you stop latching off my boob? Thank you. Why is it still any of people's concerns? I just never, ever get it. So that's my encounter. I thought I'd share it on here, share it on here with you guys, and also just kind of understand I just want to hear you guys' feedback, because I've gotten a lot of feedback recently, and I'm just curious to know. How many women really go through this, and how did you feel about breastfeeding in public? Did you enjoy it? Did you get a lot of criticism? Did you get a lot of side eye, kind of like what I got? Did you feel intimidated as a result of those situations that you encountered, and did it sway you away from breastfeeding? I mean, there's the idea of pumping at home and carrying a bottle with me, but in all honesty, when you're a busy mom, a mom of 4, stay-at-home mom trying to take care of a house, homeschooling mom, just life gets busy. Not to mention, I've got this little side thing here that I'm trying to do. Like, life gets busy, and so I don't have time to always want to pump and carry a bottle just for the convenience of others. So I just wanted to put that out there. I just thought it was an interesting topic. I've talked about breastfeeding casually before, but not in this way, because I don't know, I just figured those people are a bunch of haters, and I just kind of let them be. But I figured, you know what, why not talk about it? And especially since my recent encounter, because I just encountered this about a week ago, not even, or a few days ago. I thought it was interesting to share, and I was just curious to know how many women actually deal with this and have dealt with it. So leave a comment down below, guys. Yeah, it would be interesting to hear what you guys all have to say on the subject matter. And I mean, like, in my situation, is it different too, because I'm like a big boobed woman? Is that okay to say that? Is it illegal? When I feel like when you're bigger up top, and people then look at you, it's like, oh, she wants to get attention. I feel like there are so many misconceptions that are said about women who are well endowed in this area. It's like, you can't wear a tight shirt because you just want to show off. And it's like, if you wear a shirt that is completely fitted, if you wear a shirt that's completely baggy, then we look like a box. So that's an issue that I've generally ran into. Like, I feel like you can't win either way. So when it comes to this kind of situation, when it comes to like breastfeeding in public, I feel like if I was to whip it all out, it's just like, whoa, baby. It's just like so eye-catching, and I don't want to bring that kind of attention to myself. No, not that it should per se, but I think I already know that it will, given the society that we live in. Yeah, so that's what makes me so curious to know what you all have to say. Please tell me you're not doing what I think you're doing, girl. She's so wrong for that. Share with me your thoughts down below on this matter. And yeah, I'm just curious to know what you guys all thought. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. And oh, I want to also clarify. I am trying to currently revamp my channel. I'm thinking of changing the name, even though I like it. I'm sure it's either I keep this name, Beauty by Chick, and more, because I want to do more chit chat videos on here too. It's not like just a beauty channel. It's not really like that at all. Trying to revamp that because this is more me. I'm in my element as opposed to, I enjoy doing makeup, but I'm not like a guru who's going to sit down and do that to show y'all. So originally when I started, I was thinking of a different just like a different area, but I think my focus, I'm figuring out more and more what it is that I enjoy doing. And this, if you guys can see on my channel, this is me. This is the part that I enjoy. I am more the talker and like to share these kind of things. So leave a comment down below and let me also share with me down below what you think a good idea of a good name for my channel would be. I think I want to still incorporate Chick because that is a nickname. That's my nickname. It's always been my nickname, and I think that's what I want to keep it as, something with Chick. But or like I said, or keep it the same, Beauty by Chick and more, something along the line. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, guys. No biting.